Welcome to Recorder Karate. This is Kim Hill to give you some recorder tips on helping to make your practice better. All right, so what I mean when I say practice is, of course, not in music class. We do practice in music class and you get the opportunity to play your recorder with me, but if you are practicing at home, you will get better. And that does not have to be a lot of practice. It can be 10 minutes of practice and looking at your music and going forth to say, I am willing to practice these. And also to struggle through those hard parts in the music and knowing what to do when you get to a hard part. All right, so here are the 3 things that are going to help you with your recorder practice. Is your hand position correct? Have you clapped through your rhythm? Warm up by playing low notes first. All right, so let's talk about, is your hand position correct? First of all, your left hand is the hand that needs to be at the top. Your left hand, not your right hand. A lot of kids will tell me, but I'm right-handed, or it feels better to have my right hand at the top. But there is a reason why your left hand is at the top. I am right-handed as well, but your left hand is at the top because the top 3 notes are slanted slightly to the left. It is made to have your left hand at the top and your right hand at the bottom. So make sure that your hands are in the correct position. Also, are you playing on the tips of your fingers or are you playing flat fingered? Tips of your fingers means that you're playing like this and you're going to be squeaky. You're going to be squeaky if you play that way. Straighten out your knuckles. Make sure that you're playing not on the tips, but below the tips of your fingers so that you're getting a nice, strong recorder sound. All right, let's talk about number 2. Have you clapped through your rhythm? Even though I have played the piano since I was 7 years old, I still will look at a new piece and go through it in my head and look at the time signature and clap through the rhythm and look at parts that I think are going to be difficult first. I cannot expect for myself to be able to play through a piece without fighting through it, without struggling through it. That is the same with the recorder, especially since you are not an expert. So what you need to do is to clap through your rhythm, look at your time signature, how many beats per measure are in this song. Now, with my other recorder karate videos, I have clapped through every single song so that you can do that too. It is worth the trouble of doing that for yourself so then you have a feel for the music. And you may even know the tune. If you know the tune, then that is a benefit to you, but clapping through the rhythm is going to help you be able to play well. All right, number 3. Warm up by playing notes, the low notes first. Now the reason why I say that is because the low notes are hard to play. And so if you play the low notes first, so a lot of our songs have this low D. If you play the low notes first, then you can feel what your mouth needs to do, how hard to blow into the recorder, and where your fingers need to be to get a nice sound. All right, so when you're blowing, make sure that you're blowing like a feather and not like a tornado, just like I say in class. So a nice, low, soft blow. After you play your low note and you feel where your fingers are and where to keep them positioned to get that low note sound, then go back and forth between some notes. Maybe I know that on Yankee Doodle we go from F to D, so do that. Go F, D, F, D, F, D. All that's going to do is reinforce where your fingers need to be able to play that note well. Something else that you can do is go from D to E, D to F, D to G, D to A, D to B, to be able to get the feel for what you need to do. So I'll do that so that you can hear. can feel where your fingers need to be able to get that great sound. The bigger the contrast, the harder it is to be able to do. All right, boys and girls, I really want you to practice at home your recorder tips and also to be able to play your songs well without squeaking, because we know that that is the goal. Good luck with your karate, and I will see you in music.